The 16 Hearts of the Courtyard. Kyung-a's courtyard was home to 16 cats. Generation after generation, they had regarded this place as their home, living under Kyung-a's devoted care. In the morning, the sight of the cats lined up for their meal was the most peaceful scene for Kyung-a. Kyung-a knew the history of every single cat. Nabi, the eldest, was a special presence in Kyung-a's heart, a wanderer who had given birth to her first litter in the courtyard years. Ego, only to vanish soon after. Then, at the start of one winter, a familiar coat color appeared in the corner of the yard. It was Nabi, returning after a long absence. Nabi's belly was swollen like a balloon. She was preparing to give birth. "Nabi, you came back. You must give birth here this time," Kyung-a said, overwhelmed with joy. She prepared a cozy wooden house for Nabi beside the shed, laying down a soft blanket and even installing a heat lamp to keep her warm. However, Nabi only glanced at the house and refused to lie inside. No matter how much Kyung-a called, Nabi tried to hide herself in a secluded corner instead of the warm house. A few days later, Nabi completely vanished from the courtyard. Where could she have gone? She should have found the warmest place, Kyung-a worried. She checked every nook, including the old wooden box under the swing, where she fed them daily, but Nabi was nowhere to be seen. A few days later, Kyung-a walked toward the swing with the cat food. Lying beside the old box under the swing, Nabi was cold and still. The kittens had not been born, and Nabi had drawn her last breath alone on the cold ground. Kyung-a knelt and held Nabi. Burying her face in Nabi's cold body, she wept for a long time. It was deeply saddening to meet the final, desolate end of a life she had cared for through generations. Kyung-a made a small grave in a sunny spot and buried Nabi. For several days, she couldn't bring herself to go out into the yard. The weight of her sorrow was too heavy. Then, a faint meow was heard at the door. It was Dolly, waiting for her by the empty food bowl. Kyung-a wiped away her flowing tears. Nabi was gone, but 15 other lives in the courtyard were still waiting for her touch. She refilled the food bowl with fresh kibble, realizing that love does not stop.